Hey webheads, my name's Alex, and I'm assuming if you clicked on this video, you want to look like this on Spider-Man and Marvel Rivals.
I figured might as well hit a clip. Oh my god.
But instead, you look a little something like this. Well, fear not, true believers. Due to an overwhelming amount of support on my recently creative content, which I appreciate very much, I've decided to compose together a fully fledged guide on how the basics of Spider-Man function, as well as how they can be applied to higher level gameplay in an effort to help fans of the characters such as myself learn to master it. In this video, I'll be covering Spidey's playstyle, keybinds that I prefer and use, basic text and animation cancels, basics of Spider-Man's movement, off-the-map pulls, and 3 easy methods that I use, the best Spider-Man combos that I personally use, and the best matchups and counters. That's enough yapping for me. Let's just get straight on into the video. Although Spider-Man isn't regarded as a meta or good character, I would argue that if played with enough precision, Spider-Man can get a lot of value that certain characters do not have the mechanical depth to get. No other character in this game has the ability to roll out of spawn to the enemy spawn in 3 seconds, pull their tank off the map, and then swing back to point without even using all of his cooldowns. When playing Spider-Man, your job isn't to show constant presence within the fight, but rather to be a sneaky assassin that targets specific high-priority characters during a teamfight. Spider-Man shows up in the midst of all the chaos and slowly picks off the enemy team, eventually going for larger plays once he gains his ult or better positioning. Spider-Man is by no means a frontlining character. He should be aggressively yet swiftly in and out of engagements using as little cooldowns or abilities as possible, either swinging in and out after performing a combo to secure a kill, or waiting patiently while flanking looking for an opening to secure kills with combos as well. This is all in an effort to help his team win fights by weakening the enemy team's structure and backline, as well as killing those key targets and constantly removing their focus or them from the fight. The more effort the enemy team puts into countering or peeling your Spider-Man, the more value you can get for your team if you learn to play around those said counters. For example, if they are running Hulk and Namor for the Gamma Squid team-up, as well as a Winter Soldier for peel, you should play very tactically on Spider-Man and be more team-oriented. A good example of this would be using your pull to pull the enemy's tanks into your backline, similar to how Winter Soldier would, and deal enough damage to remove them from the fight. Overall, Spider-Man's playstyle and kit is very versatile. It allows for creating kills and escaping with an abundance of movement abilities at your disposal to keep yourself in the fight as much as possible to get as much value as you possibly can. If you keep the fact that you must play exactly like a spider when on Spider-Man in the back of your head, your playstyle will improve from patience and engaging or disengaging at the right moments to secure kills or escapes. Now with an understanding of Spidey's playstyle, let's get into the keybinds. Next thing we're going to do is take a look at settings. So firstly, I'd have your character set to Spider-Man specific. Make sure this is on or else it won't let you change hero specific settings, and it'll change all the settings you're about to change for every single character. So my Spider-Man sensitivity and my reticle, this is all personal. You don't need to copy this, but if you're interested, my sensitivity is 2.0 horizontal and vertical with 800 DPI. I have all of these other things off. I don't like how they work, reduce performance, etc. My reticle is just a simple cross, as you can see here. You can make it yourself with the settings, it's just 2 lines crossing. The next settings I'd like to cover are hero specific. I wouldn't change this, as this is a pretty important setting. It's more precise targeting with your swings. And hold to swing must be on. If you have hold to swing off, you can't do some more text or animation cancels that we're going to be doing later on in the video, so this must be on. You cannot not use hold to swing on Spider-Man. It also is just easier in my opinion because you let go when you don't want to swing. Automatic swing also must be off. Automatic swing is the worst setting you can have on Spider-Man. It is terrible. If you turn it on, it makes it so that when you press shift, when you swing on Spider-Man, your swing
Those are bad guys.
will automatically connect to the nearest high structure that Spider-Man can perform a swing off of. And this is bad because we want to web zip on Spider-Man. That's like one of the most important things. So we turn automatic swinging off, and now we can perform web zips on the ground to surfaces that are below Spider-Man's head. So see right here, it's above Spider-Man's head, so I would swing. But since this surface is below, I web zip, which is really important. Very important tech on Spider-Man. Next, we're going to go to wall crawling. I personally use hold to wall crawl because it is very annoying when you are jumping next to a wall, like so, and if you don't have it on, you just get stuck to the wall. But if you have it on, you have to hold the button to wall crawl, and then it is much easier to avoid getting stuck. So this is a must-have setting, in my opinion. Just avoids annoying situations where you're trying to get away and you get stuck on a wall and then you die. Everything else in this setting category is preference, like direction of wall crawling. I personally have it on advanced vertically upwards because I like looking around while I'm wall crawling. I don't want it to follow my cursor where it advances towards my cursor, my direction. And hold to run on walls, preference. I like tapping left click so that I don't have to hold it. I think that's personally better, but it's all up to you. The only setting that I would genuinely have on or change is get over here targeting. This is a must change because if you're get over here targeting, which is when you put a sticky on someone, if you put a sticky or a cluster on someone, then you can pull yourself towards them and do a kick that deals damage. This should be a different keybind from your normal get over here, as seen right here, as you can pull an enemy towards you with your normal get over here while they have a sticky on them, which is important for combos that we're going to do later. I'll show you an example now. So let's say I want to pull this enemy towards me, but I put a sticky on him. What I can do is pull him when he has a sticky because it's a different keybind. But if they weren't the same keybind I wanted to pull him, I literally couldn't because they're the same keybind. So when I press E, it pulls me towards him and deals damage. So this is very important for combos that we're going to do later on, being able to pull someone with a sticky on them. Next, I'm going to cover ability keybinds. I personally use 2 mouse buttons for my main abilities, get over here, and the amazing combo, which is the uppercut. I use the mouse buttons because it's easier on my movement, because my movement is all with my keyboard, so I don't have to flex my hands to different abilities and keybinds when I'm just trying to get a kill. I can just use my thumb, my mouse button, everything works fine. I highly recommend using mouse buttons for at least one of those things. Maybe the amazing combo specifically, but I think that's what I would recommend. My ultimate's Q. Melee attack doesn't matter because it's the same as your left click on Spider-Man, so you can keep it default. And team up I like on C, but a lot of people change it to control. It's depending on what you like. Web swing I think should always be on shift. Now we're going to get into a little bit more of the niche keybinds for certain reasons. So I have a secondary keybind on jump. This allows for certain Spider-Man tech to quickly advance up walls. As seen here, if I hold the mouse button upwards, like if I scroll my scroll wheel up, I can keep going up a wall by double jump spamming on and off the wall like this, and it just allows you to get up walls really quick. Like the faster you can scroll on your mouse while holding W, the easier it is to go up and the more you can go up. So very useful tech. The last niche setting that I have is scroll wheel down for web swing. Now what this is used for is a single tech with the Spider-Man team up, where it allows you to just spam web shots really easily and really quickly, besides like pressing shift. So this tech is used to completely cancel this little backwards jump that is performed when using the team up, because a lot of people really want to cancel this so that they can use
those are bad guys.
better combos and things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the team up, I'm going to scroll wheel down to shoot a web, and I'm going to immediately right click if I'm facing a wall that this web would pull me to, because otherwise I'm just going to pull myself. And then I'm going to go a completely wrong direction when using the team up. So you team up, scroll wheel, right click, like that. Team up, scroll wheel, right click. So you avoid zipping to the wall, and you cancel the team up knockback. just like so. Sometimes you glitch backwards, but it works most of the time. And that is pretty much it for Spider-Man settings.
Pretty sure those are bad guys.
A lot of people use R for get over here, as it is just seen as a good keybind since you don't need to reload on Spider-Man. Very easy to press. Next to E as well, so you can use R for your normal get over here, and then E for your targeted one, which a lot of people prefer, but I like my mouse buttons, so I'm gonna use my mouse buttons. So the next thing I'll be covering on Spider-Man are the basic and more advanced text that you can use in certain combos and movement that we will cover later. Firstly, I'm going to be looking at the cancels or animation cancels with the uppercut. So the uppercut on Spider-Man actually stops you from using a sticky or a pull right after you use the uppercut. As you can see, they're all grayed out, the abilities, or they have like a red cancel on it, so I can't use it. This can be cancelled by pressing shift or holding it for an extended, like about 1 second, and then immediately canceling that shift press with either a right click or your pull ability. And this kind of looks like this. This is for the pull, and this is for the cluster. So what that allows you to do is it allows you to go into the most basic Spider-Man combo, the bread and butter, and do something like this, where after the uppercut you perform the animation cancel to do the sticky early, and you down slam right after. Now we are going to be moving over to down slams and something called down slam stacking or chaining down slams. So if you didn't know, Spider-Man's normal left click is these three: 2 punches and then a kick, which deals more damage. But if you left click after a double jump, you get a down slam, and if you left click after swinging, you also get a down slam. So this can be used in unison to swing in the air, get a down slam, and then double jump immediately after to get another down slam, as seen right here, like this. So I get 1 down slam, double jump, and I get another one. Another thing that also can give you a down slam is when doing our little cluster cancel in the air correctly. It gives you a down slam. So this can be used on higher HP characters, like tanks, to bread and butter, do this down slam, get another down slam, and then keep following it like this. And you can also keep double jumping for more down slams. And it allows for high damage output within a very low amount of time to kill through characters that have healing or characters with massive HP pools like vanguards and tanks. Another thing to note about down slams is the team up ability actually gives you a down slam. So if you use that tech to cancel it, as seen earlier, if you are in the air, you can actually get a down slam from that, which is very important if you want to incorporate that cancel tech into a combo that we're going to see later called the yo-yo combo. So here's one of the easiest ways to stack 4 down slams. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be double jumping to get a down slam. After that, you're going to swing, get a down slam, jump again, get a down slam, and then jump again to get a down slam. But it'll be done more clean. So you're going to be doing this. And you can get 4 down slams in a row in quick succession for heavy damage. Next up is going to be the basics of Spider-Man movement. Now I would say the most basic thing of all is learning his B-hop. So as mentioned earlier, you have automatic swing off so that we can do things like this. We can zip to the ground. So what this is used for is to zip and then immediately shoot a cluster so that I can jump and carry that momentum from the web zip in a B-hop. This is the most basic form of Spider-Man's movement abilities. If you can't B-hop, then I would recommend learning this as soon as possible because it is used in pretty much everything to just carry momentum infinitely. Like, look at how fast you can go just B-hopping. So this is another form of basic movement that I like to do a lot on off-the-map pulls and just to get on easy rollouts on certain maps. This is what I personally like to call the uppercut B-hop. So this is the movement that you're doing. I'll explain it afterwards. Essentially this in very quick succession. And it is performed by double jumping, zipping, double jumping again, and then uppercutting immediately after. So essentially you're just zipping, clustering, double jumping, and then uppercutting. So you zip, cluster, double jump, uppercut. Zip, cluster, double jump, uppercut. And that's all it is. Now here's the thing with swinging on Spider-Man. A lot of people think that swinging on this character is very simple and they wouldn't give it much thought, but there actually is a lot that goes into swinging on Spider-Man. Like for example, a lot of people wouldn't know that they can start a really decent swing to get some momentum off of a very short surface like this. This is one of the best ways to get momentum on this character, to just swing off of really tiny things that you wouldn't think give you a swing. Another thing is how his swing works. His swing you might think ends after a certain time, but you can actually keep it going if you move a certain direction and have your camera facing that direction as well. You can elongate your swing just like this. You can keep it going until you mess up and it ends. So you can actually keep your swing moving for an extended period of time, longer than it should be, and it allows you to recharge your abilities while re-engaging with the same swing and not using another one. Very useful piece of information. Another thing that I like to do with Spider-Man swings is I like to flick my mouse so that I can gain height without actually gaining speed in certain areas. So it would be useful for an engagement here. Look, for example, if I engage from here and I just normally swing, I would be on this bridge. If I use camera flicks before I swing, I can gain some more height and I can be way past the bridge if I use that. So camera flicks are good in my opinion. I use them all the time when I swing. If you watch my videos, you'll see I always use camera flicks. It helps me track my movement when I'm swinging as well, so I can keep my swing going. Like this, for example. I think camera flicks are very good when swinging. So now we're going to be getting into off maps and how to do them and what methods I find easiest to use. So first and foremost, if you would like to practice the text that I show you, you can use these parameters in the range with distance being 10 or 20. I prefer 10 because it's harder and it allows me to pull for longer range, but these are the parameters that you can use. So first and foremost, the first method that I use to gain max momentum really quickly and do pulls pretty much from anywhere, no matter the height of where you're standing, is this uppercut B-hop that I showed you earlier. This allows you to go max distance extremely quickly, and all you have to do is also incorporate that pull cancel after the uppercut, so it's going to look something like this. Like that. And this allows you to pull from great distances to an off-map area. So if you put all those things together, it should look a little something like this. And I'll do that one more time for you guys. If you put all those things together, it should look a little something like this. The second method of pulling is just using a standard B-hop and carrying your momentum as you pull, with the spacebar presses being as soon as you hit the ground to continue your B-hop. This is one of the easiest ways to pull, as it doesn't require a cancel afterward. You can just immediately pull, and it only can be done from a really short surface, as if you keep carrying your momentum on Spider-Man, eventually in the air you'll go into a dive, but this dive can actually be canceled by using a cluster or a pull and be carried. So I wouldn't do it from that high up because you still need to land your pull on the target. So like max range upwards is probably like 5 meters. You can jump off a short ledge and do it, maybe 10 meters. But it should look something like this. Just keep carrying momentum with the pull. If you get a really far B-hop, you can go extremely far with it like this. That is the next pull method. The next pull method requires a little bit of a ledge to gain height, as all you're going to be doing is zipping and then uppercutting and then doing the cancel to pull someone off the map. So it looks just like that. So you're going to be zipping, uppercutting, and then immediately doing the cancel to pull someone off. And it goes just as follows. Zip, uppercut, cancel the pull, and you get them off the map. And make sure you always have a swing to get back onto the map. Pretty self-explanatory. So now I'm going to be showing you all of the best Spider-Man combos that I use in my videos and when playing the character. I'm going to go in order of least effective to what I think, in my opinion, is some of the most effective combos, and this also does include combos that use the team up, and even a combo that I created with the team up as well. So firstly would have to be the bread and butter. Unfortunately, it is a bit garbage against anyone that has CC, but if you're in a free 1v1, anyone that has no escape, certain flyers, this combo is very effective. So all you're going to be doing is you're going to be shooting a sticky, pulling yourself to them, uppercutting, doing the cancel, and then down slamming. This is the bread and butter combo. So now I'll do it a bit quicker. Sticky, pull yourself towards them, uppercut, cancel, down slam. Next up would be a combo that I call the down slam uppercut combo, but I've heard it be called the Batman combo in some other videos on the internet. But basically all it is you have to be semi-close range to your target. You're going to apply a sticky, you're going to down slam, cancel that down slam with a sticky, and then immediately uppercut. So this is what it looks like slow. And again, this is what it looks like faster. This combo is really good in my opinion, as you can use it from above like this, and this is why it's called the Batman combo. You just completely assassinate someone immediately, and it's pretty much unreactable. This combo, unfortunately, does not kill 275 characters anymore, unlike last season. You need to do a sticky cancel afterwards to actually get an elimination from this. And another combo that I like to do is actually one where if I miss this first sticky before I pull to do the set combo, I do this combo as a variation. So I'll show it right now. And I'll slow it down so you can see how it's done. So the steps of the combo are a pull, into a sticky, into an uppercut, into a sticky cancel, into a down slam. The next combo I'll be showing is called the yo-yo combo. And this combo is very useful for pulling certain characters with 0 mobility or escape out of a healer ult, like a Cloak and Dagger ult or a Luna ult, or for example Loki out of his lamps. So this is how to perform the yo-yo combo. You're going to want to zip into the air like this with a swing, pull and immediately jump, cluster, uppercut, cluster, down slam. So I'll use a slow-mo to show how it's done. The steps of this combo are pull, sticky, uppercut, sticky, down slam. Now this next combo is one of the most infamous combos in the Spider-Man community. It was made by Sekun. It is very effective, almost nearly un-CCable by any character in the game that has CC or a stun ability, and it is incredibly hard to spot Spider-Man while doing it. This is of course going to be the set combo. The set combo can be used on pretty much any character in the game that is below 275 HP. If they are 275, you're going to need to add a cluster to the end with the cancel as shown before. So the set combo goes as follows. I'm going to do it first, and then I will use a slow-mo to show how it's done. So this is the combo normally. And now here's the slow-mo. The steps of this combo are sticky, pull, jump and punch, sticky, jump, uppercut. So now I'm going to be getting into some combos with the team up. I would highly recommend using an uppercut keybind to where you can press the team up and uppercut at the exact same time so that you don't even see the animation of the team up popping, which is this animation right here. You can just uppercut immediately. So the first combo is going to be a variation of the bread and butter that just completely deletes characters from the game. I highly recommend this on 0 mobility characters or flyers, as they have like no way to escape this. So it's literally just the bread and butter, but you add the team up and you do a sticky cancel right here. So what you do, I'll show it in slow motion right now. The steps to this combo are sticky, target pull, team up, uppercut, sticky cancel. The next combo I'm going to be showing you is a combo that I actually made up on the day that the team up released with the new season. I have yet to name it, so let me know what I should name it down in the comments below. I have no idea what to name it. I don't want to do something that's after my name, because my name is kind of hard to throw into combos. But here's how the combo goes. And I'll now explain it and show it in slow motion. The steps to this combo are sticky, pull, jump and punch, sticky, team up, uppercut. So the next combo I'm going to show is actually a variation of the combo that I made if you do not apply the original sticky before pulling them in. All you have to do is just add a sticky with a sticky cancel at the end of the combo. And it goes as follows. I'll now show it in slow motion to explain how it's done. The steps to this combo are pull, jump and punch, sticky, team up, uppercut, sticky cancel. So the next combo is actually a variation of my combo that I made with the team up, but it is actually if you miss a sticky in the combo, you can still secure the kill by adding a sticky at the end. So this is what you're going to do. And I'll slow it down so you can see how it works. The steps to this combo are sticky, pull, jump and punch, team up, uppercut, sticky cancel. And the last combo that I'll be showing is actually one that involves the tech shown earlier, where you can cancel the team up's knockback. So you're going to want to be close range or pull the target towards you. So I'll go close range for an easier example. You're going to want to do the cancel, and then when you do the cancel, you can punch, sticky, uppercut. Now I got the bug where it knocks me back, but here it is again without getting knocked back. On Spider-Man, the only role in the game you have consistent positive matchups against are strategists or support characters. This includes Luna Snow, just bait out her freeze and her self-heal and combo her, Mantis, bait out her stun or use a non-stunnable combo, Rocket Raccoon, bait out his dashes and he's a free kill, an Invisible Woman, bait out her push then engage to force her jump and then combo her, Ultron, bait out his movement dash and then simply combo him, Cloak and Dagger, save your target pull for her cloak fade, but you can also just bait out her bubble or kill through it with an extensive combo. Adam Warlock, he has no mobility, so you can just extensively combo him through his heals if he's isolated. Loki, you can use yo-yo combo or other pull combos to negate his lamp immunity when he's inside of it. And Jeff the Shark is very vulnerable to set combos and other pull combos to kill him before he goes underground. Each of these characters are where Spider-Man should learn to create easy picks from by baiting out their utility and striking when the time is right to secure a kill on one of these high priority targets. Engaging onto any characters within the Duelist or Vanguard roles is unadvised, but can be necessary at times to win teamfights. In certain situations, you must target Vanguards to pull them off the map or deal heavy damage using combos to help secure a kill. And in other situations, Spider-Man could counter the Duelists in which he has to engage upon. Some of these Duelists include Moon Knight, as he has low damage range and no mobility or heal, Iron Man, as he is a stationary flyer with no escape, just be cautious of his beam, Hawkeye, as he is stationary with little mobility and can have his defensive ability baited out, Black Widow has the same reasons as Hawkeye, Hela can have all of her escapes and stuns baited out, just be cautious of her hit scan shots, Human Torch, if you bait out his dive and keep constant pressure, he's a free kill, Storm is a stationary flyer with no escape, however you must kill her quickly before she kills you and outdamages you, Squirrel Girl has very little mobility and no escape from long combos, and the Punisher has little mobility, all you need to do is avoid his shotgun bullets with mix-up movement. Now I'll go over some of Spidey's counters, with those characters ranging from the Duelist to Vanguard roles. Namor is the most obvious one, with aimbot squids and a high damage team up with Hulk. Winter Soldier has stun lock abilities such as his shift, and a pull with high damage output. Emma Frost has a grab one-shot and stun ability which can stop your ultimate, and she just generally has oppressive presence. Magneto can bubble his teammates and right-click to stun you and kill you instantly. Mr. Fantastic has great peel ability, he can give shields to supports and his teammates, and he also has high HP and damage, and can also move you out of your own web swing. Penny Parker, you can't destroy her nests, and they can kill through your ult, or you standing in them for too long. Spider-Man himself has great peel ability, and other Spider-Man players will most likely peel for you or just go out of their way to kill you. And the Thing, his grounded ability negates all movement, which includes Spider-Man's damaging abilities like the uppercut or down slam, and also your swing and other abilities like that, so you don't have any escape. Ways to play around these counters would be to play more passively and look for openings when certain counter abilities that characters have are on cooldown, such as Namor's squids, Emma's grab, Spider-Man's pull, etc. Another way is to be more team-oriented and engage to allow your team to create kills. This can be achieved by using your pull as Winter Soldier would, or using your ultimate to bait out other ults that allows a better ult on your team to be used. Overall, just be mindful of your counters and their abilities as well as their cooldowns, and play around them. Don't hang in the enemy team's backline for too long, and always make sure you have a planned escape or way you can avoid the abilities that the counters can throw at you. And that brings us to the end of the video. I would like to give a special shout out to all of these amazing Spider-Man players who I still learn from to this very day and helped make this character so enjoyable to play. With that out of the way, I'd love for anyone in the comments to ask questions or post comments and suggestions about things to add to this video, and perhaps I'll make a second video or respond to your suggestions in the comments below or the description. Finally, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up as I put a lot of time and effort into it and I'm very happy with the results. And consider subscribing or checking out my Twitch, link in bio, if you want to see more of my Spidey gameplay. And of course, stay sticky everyone.